city where the girls are so pretty, I first let my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. And she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. And they each wheeled their barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Hello everyone. Hello, thank you for joining. Oh, I should have brought my glasses and I didn't. So I'll just have to squint at the comments. But hello, Frank and Cilie and Michael and the other Michael. Hello. So many Michaels. I'll have to call this the Michael Club. So thank you so much for joining for my little lunchtime sing-along. I've got some Irish songs, mostly Irish songs planned for today, but I will play one or two of my own songs, just because I've got a few songs that I'm like working on that I'd like to share with you. So yeah, thanks for joining at our new time of Friday lunchtimes. I hope it's suiting everyone okay, or if you can watch on the replay. Let me know if you are watching on the replay. You can leave a comment. So hello, I'll try and read your comments and I'll have to like squint at them. But yeah, so Cilie did a lovely cover of Colour My Day. I think it's on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, possibly. So yeah, just lovely. It's really nice to hear someone else sing. It's quite like surreal to hear someone else sing something that I've written, and Cilie does a beautiful job, so thank you so much. And Michael also played it for me on the piano too. So it's so nice. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the song, and yeah, thank you so much for listening to it. Let me know if you've added it to a playlist or anything like that. I have like a playlist of songs for like the weather. It's usually how I create playlists, so I'd be curious to know how you create playlists as well. Oh, sorry, my comments just jumped forward there. Hello, Anne. Thank you so much for joining. And I think that's Demir. I'm not sure. Hello, if it is. Anne's driving up to Larne. Lovely. Got something nice on in Larne today. I'm sure the weather's... Do you know what? I always have to say the weather is always nice in Larne. I don't know what it is, but we always get nice weather here in Islamagee as well, which technically is part of Larne, but we don't like to admit it. And hello, Mum. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you managed to get on in the end. Okay, since for the nice sunny day that we're having here at least in Islamagee anyway, I will play Waves, nice summery song. So that was waves for the nice sunny day that we're having. It's sunny in Germany as well. That's good. Well, I'm sure it's a lot warmer as well, because despite the fact that it is sunny, it's still only like 9 degrees, maybe 10 degrees here. It's still really cold. Like I still had to go out, and I'm still wearing a jumper and another top underneath the jumper, and I still had to wear a coat when I was outside. Like, it's still cold. I'm glad that waves is one of your favorites, Frank. Is that Color My Day? Do you mean that I should sing Color My Day? I certainly can. And good morning to you as well. Is that Leith? Nice to start your day with. Yes, good to always start your day with some music. That's what I always like to do whenever I'm getting ready for the morning. I'll put on some music or like listen to other live streams and things. Yeah, so that's what I like to do. I certainly can play Colour My Day, since again it's a nice sunny day. And it's starting to actually finally feel like spring, as I say, even though it's still really cold. At least the sun's out. The problem is now, can I remember? Because I didn't practice that one today. I was practicing earlier and I did not practice Colour My Day. So the question is, can I remember how to play it? I honestly, things drop out of my head one week to the next. I don't have it. It's like I have a finite amount of space in my brain. So whenever I learn something else, it just pushes other things out. So yeah. Yellow and white, purple and blue, you color my day when I see you. Yeah, that's definitely one that sounds better recorded. Can't remember how that wee bit in the middle goes because it changes key and then my brain's forgotten how it goes. So that's how quickly I forget things, is from literally 1 week to the next. It goes out of my head. But I could feel you singing along with me, Celia. I could feel it through the computer. I was like, I bet Celia is singing along. And I could hear it. It was lovely. Curious if I've ever done the songs Finian's Rainbow. I did How Are Things in Glockamora from Finian's Rainbow. How are things in Glockamora? Is the weeping tree... No, is the willow tree still weeping there? Da, 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 da. It used to be my audition song whenever I went round and auditioned for musical theatre. And they all hated it. Everybody, every time I auditioned with it, they didn't like it because it was too like classical. And it wasn't what they wanted. They wanted more like modern things and belty things like Wicked, and now it's like Hamilton and pop music, and yeah, and they always hated it. So yeah. But that actually brings me to my topic of discussion for this week, since we had quite a debate last week about opera, and I thought it was quite an interesting discussion about how we were talking about, if you weren't here, we were talking about genres of music that we don't like. So for me, it was like dance music, and I had my reasons. It's nothing to do with the music, but it's just because I associate it with like being on roller coasters, so it makes me feel a bit nauseous. But a few people said they didn't like opera, but then once we kind of got talking, it's like, oh well, I like this kind of opera and I like that kind of opera. It's like, well, you probably do like opera then. It's maybe just certain performances of it you didn't like, or certain composers. But you know, the whole genre of opera as a whole is quite a large genre, so I think you will find that there's some opera that you do like. So yeah, I thought today we could, on the topic of like opera, then I would like to know what everyone's thoughts are on musicals, whether you like musicals or not, because I think sometimes musicals can be a bit like Marmite, that some people love musical theatre and some people hate it and find it cheesy and annoying, and yeah. So I'd be curious what your thoughts are on it, and I will tell you more about my auditions for things. And hello, Daddy, just seen you join there. Yes, they just didn't understand the... Sorry, I'm trying to... From like here, it's like complete blur, but if I can see a little bit better here. Celia loves musicals. Good, I like to hear it. While you're thinking about whether or not you like musicals, I was sort of flicking through my little notebook of lyrics and things today, and I came across some lyrics that I wrote for... It was like a collaboration project that somebody had some music and they were looking for some lyrics for it. The project didn't work out in the end, but yeah, I came across these lyrics and started to sort of mess around and see if I could put my own tune onto it, because I'm not a plagiarizer. More on that later, but I am not a plagiarizer, so I wrote my own tune to go with the lyrics. But yeah, so I just thought I'd share it with you. It's really short, and I'm still messing around with it. It doesn't have like much of a structure to it, so but it's just some lyrics that I wrote that I thought today, why not try and put a music to it? So it's very new. just something I was sort of working on earlier. You can let me know if you like it or not, or if not, it was just some lyrics I came across, and I was like, do you know what? I should try and write some tunes to it. Okay, so we're talking about, do we like musicals or not? Cecilia said that she loves musicals. Daddy doesn't like Sweeney Todd. We already know that. I don't know that Daddy likes any musicals. And Frank, you like Cats, Phantom of the Opera, and Evita. So basically just Andrew Lloyd Webber. Anything that Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote, you like it. Michael doesn't like musicals. Oh, I think you're outnumbered here. So needs to see Wicked, but think of better ways to spend £120 on. Well, I think that's the thing though, is that I mean, here in Northern Ireland, a ticket to musicals costs you like 25 to 30 quid. So, you know, it's not that expensive of a day out. But to be fair, if you're going to go and see a show in the West End, you will be paying a fortune. But well worth it, I think, in my opinion. Leith, I'm glad you liked the song. Go Forth My Weary Soldier, being 32 years retired military. Beautiful poetry to music hit home pretty hard. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It was a long time I wrote those lyrics, like a good couple of years ago. And yeah, it was for like a specific project thing that didn't work out, but I'm glad you liked the lyrics. I might add more to it or not. I only wrote a very short bit because it was a very short bit of song that I was given to write lyrics to. But maybe I could add some more to it if you like it. I love musicals. I just like the everything about like the stage and like the way that they can create so much like all the different scenes and everything you don't quite get in a play. You do get that in plays, but like I find that plays generally don't change the scene very often. Maybe depends on the play that you go see, but lots of plays I actually find are almost better when they're in just like one scene and you're just focusing on like the acting and the story, whereas musicals are very much about like, you know, this set suddenly gets transformed into this, and this flies in from the ceiling, and this comes up from the ground, and there's smoke and there's lights and there's everything. So I quite like that all the different effects you can achieve. I find that now I've seen quite a few shows where they're using like digital special effects, which is cool. And it's interesting to see like where that'll go. But I prefer the old fashioned, like it gets reeled in on a bit of wire, you know, those kind of special effects. I always find it fascinating. Anytime I go see a musical, I'm always like, how did they do that? How did they make that? I saw Matilda in Broadway, and the scene where like she writes on the chalkboard, but like using her like telekinesis, is that it? Whenever you can like move things with your mind, and she writes on the chalkboard, and like the chalk goes up to the board itself and writes. And I couldn't work out how they were doing it. I could figure out that I think the writing was a projection, but the chalk itself moved. And I don't know, maybe it was magnet, I don't know, but I've spent ages trying to think about how they were able to make the chalk move. And whenever they throw Matilda into the chokey, or they throw like the audience into the chokey, and you did that through like laser beams that were like, there was these laser beams throughout the audience. It was really cool. So it felt like you were in the chokey. So I like that kind of side of musicals, of just the sort of spectacle of it, that I feel like you don't get with other, because with ballet, you're watching the dance and the set is really minimal because obviously they need space. And plays are mostly just about the acting and the story, so they don't use too many like props and scenery. It depends on the play, obviously, but yeah, so I like musicals that are quite the spectacle. And the music and everything themselves, particularly. My favorite musical is Carousel. I mean, my mum will be like, no, it's not Les Mis. It is Les Mis, but but it's also Carousel. I love Carousel. It's such a beautiful musical by Rodgers and Hammerstein, and I feel like it's not a very well-known one. Everyone knows like Oklahoma and what are the other ones? Sound of Music, King and I. But I love Carousel. It's such a good musical. So yeah, and I'm doing Phantom of the Opera at the minute. It'll be on next week. So that's been really fun, getting to be in a musical again. And I used to do loads of musicals, and I auditioned for loads of musical theatre courses in London. But as I said, not very successfully. Yeah, the experience of auditioning for them put me off, because the culture around musical theatre is the thing that I don't like about it. I love musicals, I love the shows, I love all that, but the people that do it are not usually that great. And I'm generalizing, and I know lots of people that do musical theatre like professionally in London. And yeah, it's just the vibe there is not great. It's a lot to do with like looks and other things like that. That it's not a great atmosphere to be around. That I kind of got that from auditioning. It wasn't just one school, but I auditioned for like maybe 5, I think it was, and it was the same experience in each audition. So yeah, as much as I would have loved to have done it, I could not have coped with the people. I can't cope in that environment. Much prefer nice people. So you saw Phantom in the Opera with German lyrics. I find it interesting, whenever I hear like other musicals done in other languages. I quite like Les Mis in French, is quite cool. Musicals are lovely as long as the story is still moving and don't rely completely on the music or get away too pushy for an agenda. Yes, I agree. I'm not a big fan of any musicals that have come out in the last 10 years. Not a fan. I find that it's too modern. It's moving away from the musical theatre genre itself. It's more just pop music and pop songs that are just catchy, and I don't know, don't really like it. And yeah, I get what you mean about being pushy about an agenda and stuff like that, that it should just be a story. And no, I will not be Christine in Phantom of the Opera. I'm Meg, who is her little ballerina friend. So yeah. But what is it? I'm curious, for anyone that said they didn't like musicals. Why? What do you not like about musicals? I want to know. Okay, I haven't sung this one in ages, so this is Carrickfergus. In Carrickfergus, only for nights in Ballygrand, I would swim over the deepest ocean, the deepest ocean, for my love to find. But the sea is wide, and I could not swim over, nor have I the wings to fly. If I could find me a have all passed on now, like melting snow. So I'll spend my days in endless roaming, soft is the grass, and my bed is free. But to be back now in Carrickfergus, on that long road down to the sea. And in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stone as black as ink, with gold and silver I would support her, but I'll sing no more till I get a drink. For I'm drunk now, and I'm seldom sober, a handsome rover from town to town. But I am sick now, and my days are numbered. So come, all ye young men, so come, all ye young men, come, all ye young men, and lay me down. Yeah, I haven't sang that in a while. Like Les Mis in Oklahoma because Charlie Brown starred in it. I know I still have the picture of little Charlie Brown on stage. He was our horse, by the way. He made it on stage because he was a star. He was. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. Yes, Frank, I can certainly sing I'll Remember You, and Mum wants Gingham. I was thinking about playing Gingham today, but I can never remember how the piano goes. Leah, thank you so much for joining. Sorry that you have to go off to work, but thank you for joining in, and hopefully you can catch up on the rest of it in the replay. Okay, I'll attempt Gingham. And then I'll Remember You. And then I have another song that I want to play that I've been working on this week, which is another Irish song that's fairly new to me. But I'll attempt this one. White and blue is the colour of my gingham that I would wear summer days in June. Those carefree days in the shelter of the garden. There was me, and there was you. Those happy days might be long gone, but time belonged to me when I was young. Those those memories keep you alive. You'll stay forever in the movie in my mind, my mind. I close my eyes and I'm sitting by the flowers, the same blue shade as my summer dress. I feel the sun, for there it's never raining. My feet are bare on the soft grass. Taste of sandwiches and milk under parasols of silk. These memories keep you alive. You'll stay forever in the movie in my mind, my mind. These little things, they will stay with me forever. When I think of you, feels like coming home. Those simple days, oh so peaceful and so joyful. My greatest gift, this I know. I can still see your face and every inch of that place. And I remember how I felt in my blue gingham dress those summer days in June. Goes something like that. And oh, and goodbye, Michael. You have a, or is that? Oh no, you've got 17 minutes. You might be able to catch the rest of the songs then. I'll squeeze a few more in. So this is "I'll Remember You" for Frank. Oh, and I thank you very much for. Just got a little notification there from Kofi. From Michael, thank you so much. I don't know if it pops up on your side of the screen or not, but it pops up for me. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. There you'll find trimmed with gems and bluebell flowers. I'll remember you this day. This kind of perfect never fades. Follow the seabirds flying to the bay. There you'll find where my lover lay. In the dunes, in the dazzling heat, lulled by the singing of the sea breeze. And the sun paused in the sky just to watch two lovers lie. I'll remember you this day. This kind of perfect never fades. Follow the road on through the island. There you'll find where my love did stand. In the garden under the fir tree, there he was waiting for me. And we stayed there for a while, and the sky, it seemed to smile. I'll remember you this day. This kind of beauty never fades. I'll remember you this way. This kind of beauty never fades. This kind of beauty never fades. That was I'll Remember You for Frank. I'm glad you liked that one. And you were saying about writing a song for Isla McGee, but the last line is kind of about Isla McGee. The song itself is sort of inspired by a few different places around Northern Ireland, and one of them being Isla McGee. I wanted to share this song. I was having me sing through it today. It's called the Gway Shaw, and it's a fairly new Irish song to me. I was at a concert last week. Manus Noble, he's a guitarist, and he was doing a show. It's called The Bard's Tale, and he was talking about like the stories behind different songs, and like just kind of different, kind of funny story for this one. But yeah, it was a lovely song, and I just thought, I want to learn that one. So it's a nice song. Hope you like it. It's called The Gway Shaw. In the county Galway, She wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and round her shoulder was a Galway shawl. As we kept on walking, she kept on talking till her father's cottage came into view. She said, "Come in, sir, and meet my father, and for him please him play the foggy dew." I played the blackbird and the stack of barley, Rodney's glory, and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and the tears flowed in her eyes of blue. 'Twas early, early, all in the morning, I hit the road for old Donegal. She said, "Goodbye, sir," as she cried, "Oh," and my heart remained with the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels or costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and around her shoulder was a Galway shawl. Yeah, I just thought that was such a pretty song. Really nice. I haven't, not that familiar with that one anyway, but I heard it last week and was definitely like, need to learn that one. Yes, I definitely am a Celtic Woman fan, yes. Okay, so they sing Galway Shawl. That's probably where I've heard it, because it does sound familiar, but I'm not like that. I wouldn't have been able to name it or anything. So I must have heard them sing it first. But yes, I do love Celtic Woman. I love the whole, like, I would love to see it live sometime. I love the whole, like, show of it, the whole, like, theatrical production, which is lovely. So, I shall leave you all, as I know many of you have to go back to your day. But before we go, I will sing my farewell song, which I need to write a farewell song, but I haven't got around to it yet. But for now, until then, I will play my version of a farewell song, if I can find it. But thank you all so much for joining me today. Oh, thanks. Do you know what? I would love to be a Celtic woman. That would be amazing. Get to tour around singing Celtic songs. Beautiful. So, yeah, I will leave you with one final Celtic farewell. Oh, all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done. Alas, it was to none but me, and all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I've known, they are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. A fond kiss and then we sever. If it will last forever, deep in heart-strung tears I'll pledge thee. Warring sighs and groans I'll wage thee. Had we never loved, say kindly, had we never loved, say blindly, never met or never parted, we had ne'er been broken hearted. So farely will my first and fairest, farely will my best and dearest, gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night, good night, good night, good night. I always feel a bit weird about singing good night whenever it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but but farewell at least anyway. And thank you for joining. And yeah, I said last week about how I need to get better at thanking everyone who supports me on Ko-fi, because without your support, I literally can't do any of this. So thank you all so much. I'll try and list everyone and not forget. There's Michael and Mike and Frank and Mum and Dad, of course, and Bernie and Jonathan. And I think that is everyone. So thank you so much. If I've missed anyone out, then you know I appreciate you and I've just forgotten. But thank you so much. And I will be back again on, what date is that? We're into May now. May the 10th. The 10th of May, I'll be back with another live stream at 12 o'clock again. Next week I should have a video out. I've no idea what it'll be, but it'll be something. I'm not very good at planning things in advance at the minute, just too busy. So, but I will have something out on Friday, next Friday, a video, and the Friday the 10th, back with another live stream. So, yeah, thanks for joining, and I will chat to you all again then.